Are we in the air? And why is there a huge boat?
That's the boat of consciousness, which symbolizes reason here. Its course is the direction our consciousness is traveling towards. If we lose control over our consciousness, we will fall into madness. So let's make sure the boat stays on course.
Wow! What are these? The monsters seem to have been affected by them.
Outlines your fate.
Scatter!
Guys.
Body and mind. Let me weave you a verse.
I'll settle this.
Propagate!
Stand with me.
Orders given. Orders received.
Propagate!
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Out of my way.
Germinate! Propagate!
Body and mind. Rain outlines your fate.
Scatter!
Time to act.
Propagate!
Rain cutter.
I'll settle this.
Opening box of Adepti Drex.
Scatter!
Out of my way.
Spring forth! Propagate!
Let me weave you a verse. No, my sword!
Sacred name. Fortune Preserver.
Scatter!
Look! Four-leaf sigils have appeared in the sky!
Wheel of Life.
Propagate!
I'll settle this.
No, my sword!
Germinate! Scatter!
Rain cutter!
Our bond is strong. Lightning purified.
Opening box of Adepti Drex.
Spring forth!
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Dissipate.
Guys.
Out of my way.
No, my sword!
Scatter!
Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse.
Stand with me.
Orders given. Orders received.
Propagate!
I'll settle this.
Scatter!
Life goes on.
To control the boat of consciousness, we need to find the helm first. We changed direction. Are we still going the right way, Nahida?
Mm-hmm. Judging from the current route, the... We'll be arriving at our destination soon. How are you feeling? Are your minds still intact?
Huh? But everything's been completely normal for Paimon.
Hopefully there won't be any more interruptions. This time?
Are you saying you've never met Greater
No. It seems that my birth and her death took place otherwise. I think she would have...
Hey, you've done a great job. So, is this the place you were talking about? The base of Irminsul?
Well, this is the place.
We're here to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right? But the one standing over there is...
Is that... me? Are you... Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes, that's me. Are you surprised by my appearance? Irminsul and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were years ago. We are manifestations of the same nature. Hence,
We're...
because you are me, and I am you. You are me in the new samsara.
The new samsara?
As Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, I'm the avatar of Irminsul. Imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, its branches will eventually take root, and I'm merely the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real me has presumably... Judging from your appearance, I've probably been dead, but you're finally here. My new self in the samsara.
If this is true, then...
Though we share the same nature, our fates are bound to be different. All things have their own fate. When a branch grows into a mature
That's why fate is the ultimate knowledge.
That's a great insight. It's also precisely why you won't become like me. But perhaps you may become an even... I already see a determination in you that I didn't possess in mine, along with the blessings from your past Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is like that of a plant. You
Come to think of it, the sages never had the faintest...
Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Archon I always... It's so nice to speak with you, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
The feeling is mutual. From the moment I snapped the branch off Irminsul and created you.
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me?
Ah, I see. Everything that day, even the sky itself, changed into a color like this. At that time, the 7 were all summoned to the nation of Conria. Except for me. I had to protect Irminsul. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge. The pain started to torment my mind. Had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret thousands of years ago, I might have felt even more hopeless and lost.
So what exactly is forbidden knowledge?
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world. It came from the very bottom of the abyss. The world is constantly rejecting it. If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute Irminsul...
So, there's knowledge that even the God of Wisdom can't understand.
At that time, I knew I couldn't repel, which is why I created a device that compiled human...
It's truly the world's most...
Thank you. Though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people...
Well, did it work?
Thanks to the wisdom of the people of Sumeru, almost all the forbidden... But... things didn't go... And then... I remembered that my consciousness was from the very beginning.
Oh no.
I've experienced that pain in your...
Yes, but my feelings weren't important. Even if I died, my existence and everything would end. So... I took the purest branch of Irmin, all in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my pollution.
Wait!
So you realize what that implied? Irminsul has all the knowledge and memory. Removing me from Irminsul means, but...
People love you so much, and... how can we just... forget you like this? Is there really no other way?
You're the god of wisdom, Booer. You should know that there is no other way.
But this...
No need to feel so sad, Booer. These are the words in their entirety. Let the world come... We all nestle under the great tree of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important leaf. Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds. Some tumbled to the ground, and others floated to the sky, connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow. I gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only they can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness. I'm the one who posed this question, yet also the one who sought a solution. Saving the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now, you've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people. Goodbye, people of Sumeru. May you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams.
I'm alright. We've just saved the world, right? So why am I crying? I don't know where this feeling inside of me is coming from. Just now, we used the power of two gnosis to succeed. We removed the remaining pollution from Merman Soul.
Yeah, what's wrong? Weren't you there just...
Huh? That sound... Traveler...
I've been waiting here far too long. But finally I have the chance to be alone with you. All the precious time I wasted has finally paid off.
The doctor! What have you done?
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. This is the only thing of interest I found among the sages. Don't worry. I know you would never forgive me if I actually killed them. I'm here to negotiate with you. Naturally, I won't do—
Negotiate with me? I heard you had already left Sumeru.
I left Sumeru, but I also stayed in Sumeru. Even the God of Wisdom is restricted by the habits of—
You mean... they're...
An astute even the same individual will have different cognitions at different ages. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving all my perspectives of how observation is the first step of any experiment. But observing the current world doesn't satisfy me. It lacks an important dimension. So I saved segments of all my ages. That's all there is to it. Indulge me. How does the God of Wisdom—
It's an insult to the very concept of life. Life inherently has many rules and restrictions.
Indeed, it's difficult for humans to make peace with them.
Since you were in the academia, why wait until now to show up? You could very well have stopped us.
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject? It was my experiment. So why—
The academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal. You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a new— Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of yourself?
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome.
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging. You seem to have even few—
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. All right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over and it's time to— For example, the Gnosis. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat abilities at this time.
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me? Somehow, it's starting to seem like you intend to take it by—
I'm merely stating a fact. After all, I'm also a scholar. Naturally,
Your hypocrisy is built on absolute confidence. I understand your scheme, but... What if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the heavenly principles?
Awaken. Do you think that's really possible?
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Teyvat and all the laws. Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly principles? And if so, how do the Fatui plan to deal with— Do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
Gamble? How surprising. I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point. But this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. Indeed, I can't ignore this possibility.
This foreign gnosis will only lead to disaster, but this electro-gnosis is the prize I obtained after defeating one of your fellow harbingers. Now, as the one who initiated this cascade of events, should...
Price? Interesting. What price would you have me pay?
How about erasing all your other segments?
So this is how you wish to restrict me, the most threatening opponent of the Nation of Wisdom. Segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and enormous amounts of time and effort, requiring me to destroy... Yes, how very interesting. Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, you're right. What did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observing me, and that's how you know I've long...
Like you said, it's difficult to make people being as smart as you are. Have you managed...
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then deal.
You sure didn't hesitate much. Is the relationship between all the versions of you really that bad?
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged for a gnosis. Besides, with my abilities, it's only a matter of time until I find better perspective. But what I'd like to know is, how can you be sure that I've really erased them?
I can see your remaining honesty.
What a ridiculous decision!
Sheer
You can't be
foolishness.
serious!
How could I have been so short-sighted?
You think this is the end? Wait, I'll have my revenge!
You'll make this moment count.
You will regret this!
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here, take it. The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha and let curiosity and the thirst for knowledge. There won't be any further gaps for you to exploit.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been appreciated in my homeland. Another chess piece. And where is your dendronosis?
Don't be greedy, Harbinger of Snezhnaya.
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend to turn off the Akasha anyway, then there's no further use. Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to Oh. Judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way. Since you're the god...
People exchanging knowledge with the god of wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge. Arrogant as that is, it has piqued my interest.
Let me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat are fake?
Huh?
That's the secret hidden by Irminsul concerning the... Once I finish telling you about this, it will be time for me to... With negotiations, we've all gotten what we want.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say.
Okay. Wake him up. Are you awake? Kali says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up! Good morning! How are you feeling today? Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not even Tainari could stop us from going out now. Come on, Traveler, let's go!
Surely that little girl must be leaving soon.
Our recent catch was great. We definitely have enough for a grand business back here.